This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Tuesday, January 28th, 2014. I'm Dawn Paris. We begin with news of possibly more job cuts, this time in the private sector. So far, it's workers in the construction, manufacturing and distribution sectors who are in danger of losing their jobs. Barbados Workers Union General Secretary Sir Roy Trotman told the media this afternoon that he's been having meetings with business leaders and unless things improve very soon, they'll have to send home staff.
So in some instances, they're saying that they want to serve notice that if the circumstances of their trading do not improve, then they may be forced to have layoffs, and that greater details will arise as the occasion comes. The numbers will not be absolutely clear today as we speak, but it's a target that keeps moving.
The disclosure from Sir Roy comes as the time for the layoff of 3,000 public sector workers nears. Well, based on that development, it seems that the Barbados Evangelical Association's plan to assist Barbadians who are out of work may be coming right on time. Last night, the faith-based organization agreed on a set of proposals to help Barbadians who've fallen on hard times. Dr. Nigel Taylor, who was re-elected as the organization's president, says the association's executive will meet in 2 weeks to fine-tune the proposals. An 18-year-old escaped serious injury today when the car she was driving was involved in an accident on the Barrow section of the ABC Highway around 12:30. Khadija Thomas of Oldbury St. Philip lost control of the car and struck a wall at the SJPP, damaging a bus shed in the process. She complained of pains to her right arm, shoulder and bruises about her body. It's time to add Black history to the list of subjects in both primary and secondary schools. That's the view of Pan-Africanist David Denny, who says it's long overdue. Speaking at a press conference to launch Black History Month earlier today, he said it's very important for children to know their history. Fellow Pan-Africanist David Commissiong says they're willing and ready to offer educators any help they need to get Black history on the curriculum. In sports, it's official. England, India and Australia are set to have more control over cricket's future. That was agreed today on the first day of the ICC's two-day board meeting in Dubai. The ICC said in a statement issued at the end of the talks that the creation of a new ICC executive committee of 5 members, including representatives from the big 3 nations, England, India and Australia, received unanimous support from the 16-man board, and that of course includes the West Indies Cricket Board. The changes include a new two-tier system which could give ICC associate members such as Ireland the chance to play Test cricket. A special fund is also being created to help keep the 5-day form of the game alive.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
McInerney Quality and Consolidated Finance invite you to trade in your old car for a new one. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. That's right, all trade-ins are welcomed. Any make or model we'll trade towards your new car. Plus, you get 2 years free insurance when you purchase a Kia, Mazda or Ford. And with on-the-spot financing by Consolidated Finance, you can drive away with something new. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. All trade-ins are welcome.
The Business Minute every Tuesday and Thursday on this platform. Informative, up to the minute, up-to-date news you can trust every time.
We turn to the region now. In Jamaica, the Cabinet is to consider a proposal from the Justice Ministry for approval to be given for the development of a medical marijuana policy and industry. Justice Minister Mark Golding says, given international trends, it's time to reform local laws to allow for a medical marijuana industry. He couldn't give a timeline for the changes to occur since government is at the initial stages of the process. On the international scene, at least 10 inmates have died in a fire at a prison in the Colombian city of Barranquilla. More than 40 prisoners were taken to hospital where they're being treated for burns. The fire reportedly started during a clash between inmates and guards. And that's where we end the 6 p.m. update. Join us again at 7 tomorrow morning. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris. Stay tuned. The Business Minute with Vic Finance is up next.
The Business Minute is brought to you by...
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.
This is the Barbados Today Business Minute for Tuesday, January 27th, 2014. I'm Vic Fernandes. One of Barbados's leading businessmen, Ralph Busy Williams, is reporting a fall-off in demand for construction materials. And he says there's a possibility it could result in him making some staff cuts.
We have tried our best not to lay off people, but we are getting to the stage now where I don't know. I'm trying not to do it, but it may have to happen because the demand for our products in the construction industry has fallen to such an extent that you're catching a tail to break even.
Meanwhile, in the manufacturing sector, there's a bit more hope. In fact, third Vice President of the Barbados Manufacturers Association, Ziad Kazan, says there are jobs in the industry, but he says it's finding the people with the requisite skills that's the problem.
So one of the things that is important to us as manufacturers and as private sectors is to have this great collaboration so that the curriculum is developed in collaboration with what we need.
A local event planning company and staging company is reporting significant buy-in for its services from what many may consider an unlikely source. Craig Corey of Events Unusual says they've been seeing more high net worth clients from overseas reaching out for their services, and he says it says a lot about Barbados.
We never really used to see much of that business. I mean, we had some of it before, but we're seeing a lot more of it now, and it's interesting because to me it says that Barbados is still a destination that these people want to come to.
And now for today's financial tip. Let's talk about tracking money today. If you can, make your purchases with a debit card. This one habit will not only allow you to track your purchases, but also provides invaluable insight into your spending. For example, you may discover that you spend 3 times as much on groceries or twice as much eating out at restaurants than you thought. That's been the Barbados Today Business Minute. Join us again on Thursday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandes.
The Business Minute is brought to you by...
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.